Busy women, take back time. If you are having trouble with keeping up with your work goals and your parenting goals, plus your personal goals, and you keep thinking someday I will figure out how to put it all together, then stay with me. Today, I'm going to show you how to place your career, family, health, money, and personal goals into one clear plan. How you can use your laptop, phone, and an AI agent to lighten your mental load. This final step may help you to reclaim your time that you did not realize that you were losing every day, including the missed appointments, the personal shout outs for birthdays, and for all the things that people have going on in their life that you want to help them celebrate. The caterers you need to order a whole week ago for the weekend getaway that you forgot about. Well, today is your day. Hey, my Mama Faye family, come on in. Your journey has brought you here. I need you to take that seat and relax because the next couple of minutes is going to change your life. Let me introduce myself to some. I'm Mama Faye, and I am still on a mission to elevate women who are becoming women who are growing into themselves in real time, and women who hold family, careers, and personal relationships all together at the same time. I bring my lived experience as a wife, a mom, a nurse, a leader, a coach, a woman who has walked through many of these seasons myself, and I am still walking. Now, this week's topic is bringing your work goals and your personal goals all into one place using time management, technology, and AI agents. Because what I realize is if you're going to become, you're going to need all of these things to work for you in one place. Why? Because your work goals, your personal goals do not have to compete. When one goal has a place, all of your goals have a place, your whole life can now move forward. Let's think about that for a moment. Many women have a calendar, a cell phone for work, another calendar for your personal cell phone and for your family, and a notebook for personal goals with bills and payments saved in an app. And then appointments are written down on a piece of paper, and the reminders, get this, are stored in your head. Then you want to ask yourself, why didn't you remember that? Why? Because your mind has been working out of all of these different storage rooms. You try to remember the meeting, the prescriptions that you need to get refilled, the school events, the work deadlines, the birthday gifts, the grocery list, the certification course deadline that you have to have that is due for you to be able to do your job or your business, and the bills that are due on the due dates that they are due. And then what is way down that's missing many of the time is the promise that you made to yourself that you wanted to become or you wanted to reach this particular year. That's not poor time management. That is having too much information, living in too many spaces and too many places. You may be using an old system that puts urgent work responsibilities over every open space and in every area of your time in your life, including this spilling over into your personal time. So the answer is not to work harder. The answer is to create one view of your whole life. The main idea today that I want you to walk away with is time management is for busy people. You can't afford not to. because real time management is not about squeezing more work into your day. It's really about deciding what deserves your time and what deserves your energy. So it's by prioritizing the things that really need to get done today. And it is about deciding before other people decide for you. And trust me, that can happen. So here are 4 simple answers you can begin using this week. The first one is one gold map and putting everything on that one map. You can take out one journal, or you can use your Becoming Me goal setting journal that we talk about often, that is available to you when you subscribe, or you can purchase it on the MOMAFEY-HT.com website. And you can open the note section on your phone. These are all different ways that you can bring it all together. It's all about writing down your personal goals, your work goals, your home and family goals, and yes, write in one rest, one health, or one joy goal that you also must put together as well, and you want to keep. So now you get the picture. Keep one list and keep it simple, because too many goals can make everything feel equally important. And when everything feels important, it becomes difficult to choose what to do first, what should be next, what can wait, and just as important, sometimes some of those goals need to be removed. Next, to each goal, I want you to write down why it matters. It doesn't have to be a long, drawn out thing. The date that you want to complete it, and the next small action that you need to do in order to bring that goal to completion. This is all a part of the outline that is in that journal, that a PDF download that you can save to your phone, or you can print it out and write it in it as well. Your work goal might be to complete a certification. Your personal goal might be walking 3 days a week because you want to improve your health. Your family goal might be planning your mother's birthday dinner. And your rest goal might be going to bed 30 minutes earlier each night because you notice that you're tired when you wake up in the morning. Now you can see what an entire life needs. Not only what your business or your employer needs, what your family needs. So you get a full picture of everything that you need in your life. And it's up to you whether you will need to keep them all separate, but there comes a place where you may need a place to see quickly what you need to do each day so that you can establish a routine and you can jumpstart your day without your mind being so cluttered and trying to remember everything up in your head. So don't forget, because you really matter. You may also notice that some goals support each other, like completing a certification could help you earn more money, and that may be your goal to financially become more stable and to have more money coming in. Also, going to bed early could give you the energy you need to study for the certification. And then planning the birthday dinner early could prevent you from last minute spending, so that's helping your financial goal. And that's the value of bringing your goals together. You can finally see how one decision can affect all the other goals in your life. And if your work information is private, I recommend that you do not place confidential details in a personal planner or a personal app. You can write a safe label name for it, such as complete the project step, and give it like an anonymous name that only you would know what it means. And instead of adding customer's name, patient information, passwords, or private company records, that would be an absolute no-no. Instead, you would write certain clues to help you to remember what it is that you need to accomplish. Next, turn your goals into appointments. A deadline tells you where you want to go, and a time block tells you when you are going to move and do that direction. So look at all your goals and then choose a small time block for each. You can study for 20 minutes during lunch for that certification. You can review your budget on Saturday mornings. You can walk for 15 minutes after dinner. You can order the birthday supplies on Thursday evening, or also the caterers. And you can put that step on your calendar like a real appointment. Your personal goals cannot keep living in whatever time is left over. Leftover time usually means you don't have any time, and it gets shoved off into another day or another week. So at the beginning of each week, choose 3 important moves. One for work, one for your personal life, and one for your well-being or your household or other goals that you may have to do. That includes, for some, caregiving goals to maybe aging parents. Some it is volunteering, and you want to put those volunteering goals in there as well. And what I love to do is I love to create daily goals, and I create a list for each day so that I know what I need to do each day. Sometimes there are little goals that I have to do in order to complete a complete goal. Then add a small buffer. Don't make your schedule so tight. Don't make these goals so tight that you cannot complete this ever. If you believe something will take 30 minutes, give it 40 minutes when it's possible, so that you give yourself a little leeway time. And it's okay if you have gaps in your schedule. Leave those open, because that'll give you the opportunity to leave a place for if you have to move a goal to another day. And of course, we know life happens, traffic happens, children need something, meetings run late, and sometimes, let's face it, sometimes your energy changes. So a good plan has room for real life. And if you miss the planned time, do not throw away the goal. Simply move the time block to somewhere else. Missing one appointment does not cancel your journey to becoming. Next, if you are using an app, you do not need 15 different productivity apps. You need a simple system you will actually use. And each person, that's personal as to what works for you and what app may work for you. For example, your calendar tells you when something will happen. Your task list, which is your reminder list in some phones, tell you what needs to be done. And for others, reminders help you to remember. Your journal app helps you to understand why the goal matters and how you are changing, and it gives you time to update goals, because sometimes you start out with one goal and you realize that's not really what you want, and it may change and pivot to a whole nother goal, or it may take on a different look. You can use paper and technology together, which is something that I like to do. Or you can use the Becoming Me Goal Setting Journal, which is a PDF. You can hold your visions, your thoughts, your progress, and your lessons. Your cell phones can hold the dates, or it can hold all of those things as well. So it'll all be in one place. And it'll hold, of course, those reminders. I personally like to set alarms, and I actually set alarms during the week on certain days because it triggers me to remember that I have a particular thing to do. And you can also set up repeating routines, things that you want to repeat maybe every week or every month. And if you do need it for every day, you can do that too. For example, you might write down your certification goal in your journal or your notes on the phone, and then put your study blocks in the phone calendar. And I talk about all of this in a video that I'm going to share with you later that you can have access to as well. You can also use colors to make your week easier to read. So use one color for work, one for family, one for health and personal goals, one for rest. And what that does is it gives you clarity, because what happens is you may see that you're out of balance. It's a good thing that you'll be able to recognize it so that you may want to correct it. How many times have you, if you're like me, you promise people, oh yeah, I could do that, or somebody asks you, you know how people love to ask you if you're really good with time management, if you're a person that is consistent, you're dependable, guess what? It's always going to be somebody asking you to do certain things. And what happens is when you don't have all of these things in one place, you can look at one calendar, feel like you have an opening to be able to set that appointment, not realizing that on another personal calendar that you really already committed to something else. And this is why you want to bring it all into one place, because you'll quickly see that, oh no, I'm sorry, I won't be able to do that. I really have a lot on my plate right now. Maybe that's something I could revisit in the future, but for right now, I really am not able to do it. So when you're able to look at your week, you can ask yourself, does this calendar show a whole woman, or does it only show a worker and a caregiver? And that is important, because what that question does, it reveals why you have been feeling so disconnected, and a lot of times why you're frustrated, why you may be angry, even sometimes resentment can set in. Why? Because we have no time set aside for ourselves. Choose one day for a short weekly review. It could be a Friday evening, a Saturday morning, or a Sunday afternoon. But look at what you have completed, and I want you to stop and celebrate it. And celebrating what you've accomplished will help you to be able to want to do it all again next week. And then, more importantly, I need you to move what still matters, because some things you need to still accomplish it, but you're going to need to move it to another time or another space. Remove what no longer matters. There are some things that we may set as a goal, but when we realize that because of what we have going on right now, that goal doesn't matter right now. It doesn't mean that you won't revisit it at another time. It's just that it doesn't matter right now. And then schedule the next small steps that you need to do in order to accomplish that goal. And that's what the journal does too. It helps you to not only set the goal, but also all of those steps that need to take place as well. And I also have other PDFs that help you to set your seasonal goals as well as event goals, and so that you can have those things. But today we're talking about putting all of those on one calendar. It doesn't mean you have to write them out, but it may trigger you to be able to know, hey, I have a seasonal goal that needs to go in right here, and I have an event step that I need to put in here as well. And believe it or not, when you put it all on Monday, I have an event goal that I need to plug in on this particular my master schedule. then I can quickly see that I need to get that done today. Because if I don't, I'm not going to be able, that event that I have that I'm planning 3 months from now is going to be missing something because I didn't do this particular step. Do not use your weekly review to criticize yourself. That is so important. This is not for you to beat yourself up to see all the things that you didn't accomplish. Because remember, we said life happens. So a lot of times when life happens, you got to take a deep breath and you got to sit down and figure out how to organize it, and also too how to get rid of some of those things or delegate. That's a big word, but we can delegate some of those things as well. But in this particular time of review is used to help you to get clarity. Finally, you can also use AI agent as a planning assistant. It's not there to boss your life. It is not there to tell you what to do, but it can come along as an assistant. How do you use it? Ask your AI agent or create an AI agent to help you to organize information and to break some of your large goals into smaller actions. You can also ask the agent to build a weekly routine, to prepare a certain checklist, to review your progress, and then send reminders. If you really, really want to, you can have it to send reminders to your project folder in your app. If you feel comfortable, some people even have it connected to an email address as well. But your agent will need clear directions through what we call prompting. Very important. Sometimes the agent can look up information that you need, and you can prompt it to look up that information, put it in a folder for you for a specific time so that you can go to that folder and get the information that you need. It will help to save time on some of the tasks that you would normally have to go and do yourself. The agent can do that for you. So what you would have to do in order to create the agent is tell it the goal, the deadline, how much time you truly have, what you cannot change, what kind of help you want. And I have a prompt here that you can use and you can adjust it to what you need. But for example, you can say, act as my weekly goal planning agent. My work goal is to complete my certification by, and give it the date. My personal goal is to walk 3 times this week. My fixed responsibilities include work, and you can give it the hours, commuting, family care, and these are the appointments that I need to complete. I have 30 minutes available on Tuesday, Thursdays, and 1 hour on Saturdays. You can also create for me a simple 7-day plan. Give me no more than 3 actions each day. Include some buffer time and 1 recovery block. Do not change my schedule without asking me, and that's very key. End with the actions that I must personally review and complete. So that is a clear request for the agent. The agent does not have to guess what you need. And you can adjust it as when you get the put out, you can adjust it and tell the agent that to change this or to rewrite whatever it is that you need to rewrite. You can also ask an agent to turn a large goal into weekly steps. Create, like for example, a packing list. Prepare questions for a meeting, organize a household routine, draft a grocery list from a meal plan, or to help you review what was completed. An AI agent can help save you time, but you will still need to provide the judgment. Check the work of the agent, correct the mistakes, and protect your private information of all. Do not put any private information in there. Do not enter any passwords, banking information, private health records, customer details, patient information, or confidential workplace documents into any AI tool, unless that particular tool is approved by your organization, or or that's a tool that has been verified for that particular purpose. But be careful. So in plain language, the AI agent can help carry the basket or carry the load, but you must decide where that basket is going. Now, let's check in with you. It's really hard. Where are you with the middle of the year? This week? And it also is very hard sometimes to stay consistent. So I want you to stick with it when life gets hard and when it gets busy. And for those of you, did you complete your goals this week, or any of your tasks that you wanted to accomplish, or steps that you wanted to accomplish while you're working on the overall goal? Or are you still working on it? If you completed your weekly goal, congratulations. Do not rush past that progress. You kept a promise to yourself, and that deserves to be recognized. But if you started but did not finish, guess what? You are still moving. Maybe it looks like it's not really working out. But the thing about goals is that a lot of times you may not see the progress right away. It's sort of like when you exercise and you're waiting to have the results all in a week. When you're working on a goal, sometimes you're not going to see any results. It takes a while. So I want to encourage you, don't give up on the goal. Don't give up because you're not seeing what you want to see. Stay with it, because those people who exercise and have a goal, a lot of times this is how they are accomplishing. And I can say too, there are goals in my life that I was able to accomplish because I simply did not give up. So I want you to look at what you've completed or where you need to go next, and then choose your next small step. And for those of you who have not started, there's no shame in waiting. There's really no shame. I want you to just start and get started and working on getting your mind ready and getting into a state of readiness. And then let's start, and start small. Start creating a goal. Choose what you want to make your life, in your life, to make your life happier, to make it steadier, to make it safer, and how you can make it more meaningful. And then you can write those goals down, give it a completion date, choose a small action step that you want to do, and then place it on your calendar. And that's a good way to get started. And then when you're ready, I do want you to go ahead and complete one of the goals journal, so that you will have a place to look at and to stay focused on your goals. Because your goal does not need another perfect Monday. It really needs one honest moment of clarity and action. And so let me know where you are this week. I want you to leave a comment and let me know what you are becoming and what goals you are working on. And you can also let me know if you really need some motivation. You can reach me on substack.com. You can message me there to connect about your becoming goals, because I do want to hear from you. And I thank those of you that I have heard from, and I want to encourage you to keep the conversation going. And I want you to continue to keep on your goals. We only have so many months left in the year. And we want to, at the end of the year, we want to be able to say, I have accomplished a particular goal. If it was for you to accomplish it all in 1 year, or if you are like me, you have goals that need to be accomplished so that you can live a lifetime of reaching certain goals. But you'll be able to, at the end of the year, be able to see the progress. And it's going to be so exciting because you stayed with it, and now you can see how you was able to accomplish so much more. And if today's conversation helped you to realize that you need a complete way to organize your time, well, I have the Goal Set Manage Time collection on Patreon, and it is waiting just for you, and it is free to all those that become a member on Patreon. That is paid members, and is also to my paid subscribers on Substack.com. This set can help you take it to the next step. And for those of you who are not a paid member or a paid subscriber, you still can take advantage of this opportunity as well. There is a huge discount located in the description as a thank you so that you can get started. What you'll get is 2 easy videos to watch, and you can watch it at your own pace, a free journal, an ebook, some step-by-step guides that help you on how to set goals, how to manage time, how to create routines, how to use a paper planner for those of you who still want to use paper, how to use your phone, and a little information on how to use AI as well. And it'll help you turn your dreams into that small daily win so that at the end of the time frame that you set for yourself, you actually have won and reached a goal. And I want to thank everyone who subscribed for free. I want to encourage you, if you haven't already, to subscribe to the Motivate Moment by Mama Faye on Substack.com. And there you can find this particular podcast, which is one of 3. And this one is called MOMAFEY-HT Becoming Me Podcast. And so you will not miss a single episode. And I want you to like, subscribe, and to set that notification bell. And then there is a newsletter that you can subscribe for free as well. And the one newsletter that can help you with today's topic is called How to Use Your Cell Phone to Help You Reach Your Goals and Stay on Track. And so wherever you listen, please consider leaving a comment for me. And I do look at all of my comments. And for those of you who want to listen, there are 8 or more different podcast platforms that you can listen. And please share it with someone that you know needs to hear this conversation today. And for more information, you can always go to my website, MOMAFEY-HT.com. That's MOMAFEYHT.com. And you can follow me at MOMAFEY-HT. That's MOMAFEYHT on most social media platforms. And you would want to return for the next episode because we're going to be talking about something many women feel but rarely admit. We're going to be talking about the fear of becoming, because that's a real fear. It's what happens when you finally get the opportunity you prayed for, but part of you is afraid to step into it. And we're going to talk about what it is that you are afraid of. Sometimes we're afraid of failure. Sometimes we're afraid of the expectations that others may put on us when we do become successful. So sometimes we'll allow those fears to get in our way. And so in the next episode, we're going to name that fear. We're going to understand where it's coming from, and we're going to learn how to move forward without abandoning ourselves. So I want to thank you for listening today. That is all for now, and I will see you next time. It's Mama Faye, and I got something to say.